This video is for training purposes only. It is prohibited from being copied, distributed, or shared. The concepts, statistics, and ideas do not necessarily represent those of World Financial Group and Transamerica Financial Advisors.
Hey guys, I want to share with you a concept today. It's going to help you in explaining the difference between Index Universal Life, whole life, and term life. You're going to run into these questions quite a bit as you are out there and working with prospects and clients. And so this is called the X curve. This is something that you're going to use a lot. So you really need to pay attention to this and probably watch this over and over again. It's going to help you basically get some sales. You're going to be able to land some sales that you wouldn't be able to land without knowing this type of concept. So this is called the X curve, and I'm going to give you a good explanation of term life insurance, whole life insurance, and Index Universal Life. Okay, so pay attention. So here we go. One of the things that I usually talk to people about is, throughout your lifetime, there are many things that are going to change, and there are many things that you need to have flexibility to make some decisions. Early on in your life, let's say, for example, if we drew a line here, let's say that you are 30 years old here and 80 years old here, okay? When you're 30, if you have some sort of event where you pass away, or someone in your family passes away, your client passes away, there's not a lot of money when you're 30 years old to take care of the problems that you would have if you were to pass away. So you need to have insurance. So right now your need for insurance is extremely high because you don't have a lot of money saved up. But over time, if you do it properly and save money, right, you should have a lot of money saved up, and you shouldn't need that much insurance, right? They should flip-flop, okay? So here are some things that are associated with that. First and foremost, you've got, let's say, whole life, okay? Whole life insurance is an amount of money that you pay every single month for the rest of your life, all the way through your entire life. Here are a few things about whole life that you need to know. Normally, with whole life, you don't get very good cash value growth. Very slow, methodical type of growth. 3-4% interest, maybe 5% interest type growth. Usually you don't have any access to your cash for the first 3 to 4 years. Also, if you were to pass away, the cash that's accumulated in the account stays with that life insurance company, and you get the death benefit, or the greater of the two. So if your cash is worth more than your actual life insurance death benefit, the death benefit goes away and you get the cash. So those are some things that are are not really exciting about whole life insurance. It's kind of an antiquated vehicle. We can certainly sell it on our platform, but this is not something that we tend to offer. As a matter of fact, I've never sold a whole life policy. So that being said, it's typically known as an expensive type of policy, okay? Now, people, they tend to go the other direction. They say, well, what if I just want an inexpensive, very, fast, easy, term policy, right? Term is exactly that. It's for a period of time. It's for a term of a time. So let's just assume for a minute we're talking 20 years. 20 years, if you're 30 years old and you've got a few children, maybe your whole family's not here yet, in 20 years, chances of you still needing life insurance are extremely good. That's why it's so expensive. So inexpensive is you've got these actuary tables. They figure out how many people are going to die between 30 and 50, and how long are they going to need this. And chances are you won't die during that time period. So all the money you paid into the term policy turns into cash that you don't get to keep. That's cash that the insurance company keeps. So if you outlive the term, your insurance is gone and the money you paid in is gone. So I jokingly call this death insurance because it only pays whether or not or when you die. That's it. So death insurance is not life insurance, it's death insurance, right? So if you subscribe to the belief that I just said, you're still going to need insurance at age 50 because you still haven't paid off your house, you still maybe have some kids at home, maybe in college, you still have some liabilities, some cars, maybe some debts, and you still want to take care of your spouse, right? These are some things that you know that you may still have a responsibility to do later on in life, especially at age 50. So now you say, you know what, we've got to go out and get another insurance policy, okay? And let's assume for a minute now you're older, so that is very expensive for an older person to get a 20-year term policy. That said, that's even if you can get a life insurance policy at that age. You may have high blood pressure, you may have diabetes, you may have lots of different things. And so I want you to know that these are not things you know, that you can control, right? And so you may wind up, you know, getting a 10-year term here or a 15-year term, and at 60 years old, you may need another insurance policy to carry you out. And let me tell you what, when you're talking 60, 70-something year old for insurance, you're talking a lot of money. And believe me when I tell you, I have clients every day who are in their 60s that are looking for insurance and they still have an insurance need and they're floored by how much it costs, right? So those are the two types. What I'm suggesting here is, let's go ahead and make sure that we've got a flexible and adjustable plan. So when the market, when the need for insurance goes down, let's say for example, one of your kids goes to college, we can drop off some of that insurance need. Let's say one of your kids, now all your kids are out of college. Well, awesome. Maybe there's a point at which you paid off your house, right? Maybe here you are, you know, 50 years old, let's say, okay? Or 55. And what's happening is if you've done it correctly, you're saving money. And at the end of your life, towards the end, you're using this money in retirement, but you never want to get rid of insurance. You never want to get rid of insurance, and here's why. Do you ever think of why Donald Trump, Ross Perot, you know, Oprah Winfrey, Tiger Woods, some of the richest people in the world, do you ever think about why they have life insurance? They don't need $10,000 to bury them, right? They have billions and billions of dollars. Here's why. They use life insurance as a wealth sheltering and wealth protection vehicle. You can transfer the dollars that you've amassed inside of this 7702 plan, otherwise known as an IUL. You can transfer those dollars tax-free to your heirs. It's exempt to any bankruptcies, judgments, lawsuits, liens, malpractice, and taxes. You don't have to disclose this on student aid forms. It's a very, very accessible vehicle with all of these benefits, a blanket of benefits that you can get to whenever you'd like. That is a flexible and adjustable life insurance program that allows you to choose and you to dictate when you use these types of things. This X-curve that I just showed you today has made a lot of sales for me, and it has totally educated my clients, and so they don't worry about whether or not they've got the right type of insurance. So master this. Take a look at this, make sure you know what it is, make sure you can do it, make sure you can do it quickly and effectively. This will totally change your business. It's one of the best concepts that we have. I think you need to pay attention to it, watch this video over and over again until you get it, until you've mastered it, and then go out there and make it happen. All right, guys, thanks.